Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is your new perspective for the day, and I hope you are ready to exercise your intuitive muscles. I've often been asked why it is that I choose a different deck all the time. And first of all, I have a very large collection of tarot. Secondly, there are a lot of people that actually come onto this channel and view this channel because they're interested in learning about their spirituality, and they're interested in learning about tarot and oracles and how to understand them. And there are a lot of people that don't even have their own decks, right? So I want to be able to present a variety of different decks for people, because everyone connects with a different deck differently, right? Some people prefer more traditional type tarots, others more abstract, and so on. And every deck out there has its own collective that it speaks to. So I want to be able to present a diverse selection that people can really get to know and get in touch with, because buying an oracle or a tarot deck is a very personal thing, and you really need to know that it connects with you on a deep level in order for your intuition to guide you as to what it is you need to see within those cards, right? Because everyone sees things differently. Everyone sees the world in a different way. And everyone is inspired in a different way. So that's why I use different decks on a regular. And I'm going to keep doing it because I like it. And I love you guys. So today we are using The Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. It's a magical deck. It doesn't speak to everyone, but it sure speaks to me. This is one of my dailies that I use on my own personal readings that I do for myself on a daily basis. It's very much a go-to deck for me, because I love the softness of it. I love the positivity that overflows from each of the cards. And I hope that many of you out there also enjoy it. Now, this deck doesn't use the traditional suits. This deck chooses to refer to the suits by their elements that the suits are ruled over. And the court cards are different. Pages are pages, but the messengers are traditionally known as knights. And then we have the kings and queens. And then the major arcanas, some of them are named differently. But we don't have any major arcanas in today's pool, so we won't go into that one today. But we have the Three of Fire, which is also the Three of Wands, the King of Water, which is also the King of Cups, the Eight of Air, which is also the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Water, which is also known as the Ace of Cups, the Page of Fire, also known as the Page of Wands, and the Six of Air, which is also known as the Six of Cups. So very interesting, very beautiful spread, how unique all the different colors and the different shades really interact. The waters are more teal colored, more of a greenish blue, and the airs are more blue, true blue, right? And then, of course, the fires have more of the oranges and pinks and reds, right? So here we go. The Three of Fire. Fire is creativity, in inspiration. It's very intuitive and free-flowing and fast-moving, right? Threes are about expansion, right? You see her sailing off in the clouds on her little whirligig thing, right? On her little, it's not a seashell. It's one of those flying pods with the seeds. One of those seed pods that's flying off, right? That flies through the air. One of them whirligig ones, and it's very inspiring and very imaginative and fast moving because it's floating on the clouds in the wind. It's not floating in the water, so it's moving faster than the water would be moving, right? Very interesting. It's expansion. Your ship's coming in, you're sailing to your ships, to your fulfillment. You're growing and expanding your horizons, right? The King of Water, very emotionally balanced, right? Kings are in control of their kingdoms and they are in charge of, they're the fathers, right? They're the father figures. They're in charge of watching over their kingdoms and protecting the people of their kingdom and making sure that they are abundant. The King of Water is an emotionally stable individual, right? That emotionally stable and understanding and empathetic, caring individual that is, strong and soft and truly loves his people, right? It's true love. And he's not afraid to cry, or he's not afraid to show the people that he loves how much he loves them, right? It's a very stable environment, something that he's the person you can go to and talk to and get wise counsel from an emotional basis. If you're going through some sort of emotional turmoil, he's the one who is going to hold you while you cry, right? He is the one who's going to care for you and understand what those emotions are that you're going through and help you through them, right? Beautiful card, beautiful king. Love him. He's very romantic and emotionally available, right? Now the Eight of Air, eights are about power, accomplishment, achievement, mastery, right? And of course, the air element rules over the mind, right? So this is about everything mentally. It has nothing to do with emotion, which, is striking because it's right next to the King of Water, which is emotionally stable. But this has nothing to do with emotion. It's all in the head. It's strategy, logic, knowledge, mind manipulation on a more negative aspect. And instead of swords, the artistry here has chosen feathers. And a lot of decks actually use feathers or birds to represent the suit of swords or the element of air, right? So that's a common theme with many other non-traditional type decks. And by non-traditional, I mean, not Rider-Waite specific, right? So this particular card traditionally speaks to self-imposed restriction and being able to master that self-imposed restriction and overcome it so that you can free yourself from it when you get to the Nine of Swords, freeing yourself from that anxiety and mental turmoil that you're going through, right? So in this particular Eight of Air card, we have this angel who has lost some wings, right? And is, reaching for those wings and watching them float away. but at the same time, realizing that maybe those wings needed to be shed in order to master their ability to fly, right? Maybe because, birds have to lose some feathers sometimes when they, what is it called, molting? And they lose feathers from time to time so that it'll free up their ability to be able to fly a little better or grow new feathers or whatever. I'm not an aviary person, but whatever it is that they need to do, just like animals shed fur and reptiles shed their skin, right? As human beings, we shed our skin every 28 to 30 days, right? 21 to 28 days, is it? So it's about, shedding that self-imposed restriction, that mind manipulation that you're doing to yourself, right? Going over to the Ace of Water. Now, aces are divine gifts, gifts of divinity. I often say divine intervention, but they're not intervening as much as they're saying, hey, here's a gift for you. Take it and move forward and prosper. And, again, water is all about emotions and feeling, right? This is a very loving card. Speaks of new beginnings, right? Aces are new beginnings. And it's funny how in this particular card, there's a seahorse holding a pearl. And seahorses are known to mate for life. They're very monogamous and they mate for life. They have one partner and that's it. And pearls take a long time to become pearls. They were once a little speck of sand, right? And through calcification and a long time sitting inside the oyster and them dealing with that piece of sand rolling around inside of them and that discomfort, out comes this beautiful pearl. This is a new beginning. It's a new, from a grain of sand is this beautiful pearl that is this horse, the seahorse is very loving and loyal to. It's a very emotionally loving who you are and what you are. It's a new beginning in not just loving others, but in loving yourself for who and what you are, seeing the pearl that you are, and being able to shine that light and being not only devoted to others, but devoted to yourself as well. The Page of Fire. Pages are the children of the court cards, right? They're the youthful energy. They're about being a student and learning new things. And they are the messengers. They bring a message of new inspiration, of new, seeing the world through youthful eyes, through new eyes, right? All of when you were a child, all of that wonder when you discovered something new, and it was just magical, and how did they make that happen? And seeing the world through a child's eyes is a wonderful thing. And fire is about the creativity and the inspiration and wistfulness, right? Fast movement and fast growth. And so this Page of Fire is bringing this inspiration and creativity to the surface so that you can see the magic and wonder of the world around you through new eyes, through, looking at things from a new perspective, right? No pun intended. And the Six of Air, sixes are about equality and achievement and victory and, you know, uh, getting over or winning or being victorious over or getting through the challenge of the number 5, right? It's getting through that challenge. And since air has everything to do with the mind, it's moving from a chaotic mind, from that mind manipulation or a cluttered mind, to clarity, to calmer waters, to a calmer mental state, a more achieved equilibrium, a more balanced equilibrium that is more clear to see. See, in the choppy waters here, you can't see through those waters, and it's all rough and tumble, right? And it clutters one's mind, and it causes confusion in the mind. Moving on to clearer waters, when the waters are calm, you can see right through those waters, right? And it's clear, and you can see things for what they are, right? So it's moving forward into calmer waters. So what is it that is popping out to you? What is your intuition nudging you to see within these cards that is inspiring your thought? Now remember, when you read, there's no right or wrong way to read cards. You can read cards however they are. I personally do not fall for that past, present, future thing. It's totally ridiculous. First of all, every individual already knows their own past. They don't want to know what already happened to them. They already know. They want to know they want guidance as to which way to go from where they are presently to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. They don't want to know about the past. I don't, anyway. I already know what my past is. The past is past. You can't do anything about it. You know, just only take the lessons that you've learned from the past and move forward, right? So there's no right or wrong way to read them. You can label columns or rows or whatever you want. That's your discretion, right? You can read cards like I read cards and, see what the actual messages are that my intuition is nudging me to see. And it could go, start off here and end up here, right? It could go here, then here, then here, then here, then here. It doesn't matter. As long as you get the message that what your intuition is nudging you to see and speak and understand, okay? It's very important that you understand that. There's not like a traditional, well, there is a traditional, there are all kinds of card spreads. And you need to do what feels right for you when you are getting in touch with your intuition and reading the tarot. Because the tarot is meant to inspire you, to nudge you into the direction that you need to go in order to inspire you with new thoughts and new perspectives and a way of thinking about your current situation and, which path to take when you're standing at a fork in the road, right? Because all of the answers that you seek are already within you. I'm very about Plato and how Plato taught people, because he knew that everyone already knew the answers. Our souls are all-knowing, but they're stuck in our subconscious. And it is up to us to dive into our subconscious and open that veil to listen to that intuition that is our soul, right? Intuition is your soul speaking to you from the unconscious. And when you connect with that, you have to exercise that like a muscle in order to be able to open that door and be able to be fluid with it, right? That's all it is. Some people, everybody has that. Everybody. Some people choose not to see it. Some people choose to ignore it. Some people are born with that veil wide open and, you know, continuously connect with it and don't know any other way of being. Much like, you know, someone like myself, I don't know any other way of being. My subconscious talks to me all the time. My veil's always been wide open. And, you know, that's why when I'm in large crowds of people, I absorb all the energy, and it's overwhelming sometimes. So I need to prepare myself before it's not like I'm a hermit shut in. I need to prepare myself before I enter into a large group of people so that I can maintain, so I could close off certain areas so that I don't like over absorb all of the energy that's coming at me, right? Those of you like me will understand that. Anyone who doesn't understand it, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You probably don't go through the same thing, and it's fine. We all have different paths. So, what is it that this reading is, or this poll is telling you intuitively? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. I'm sure I would really enjoy everyone conversing with everyone in the comment section about what their intuitive nudges are and inspiring each other, because that's what we're here for, right? So let's see what we got for our oracles. And this one is, where's my box at? This is Because I Believe in Myself. This is also Lucy Cavendish. Let's see, how many do we got? We got 3. Oh, we got 3 today. Okay. I love growing older. I do too. I love every single stage of life. Growing older is an opportunity to deepen my love for myself, to share my wisdom, to trust myself, to learn. I love the age I am. I do too. How about you? Getting older is awesome. My power is loving. I accept my power, and my self-love blooms with the energy of its support. I love that it is safe for me to express my power every day. Isn't that interesting? I think this is very, very coinciding with all of these cards. What do you think? My own truth. I am truthful with myself because I love myself. I can handle reality. I know I have whatever it takes to find my way through to the other side of a challenge. Well, I immediately thought of the Ace of Water and the Six of Air with this card. What do you think? What did you think of? Let me know. And then we have, what do we have? We have the Herbiary. Herbiary. Okay, so Defying Gravity. Reishi, page 136. Isn't that pretty? Reishi, I found out, is a mushroom. And I must have it. Let's see, 136. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. 136. Let me read from the guidebook, because we also have a ritual and reflection along with the definition, which I did not read the ritual and reflection in the review of this deck, because I think it's really important to take it one card at a time when you read the ritual and reflection. So here we go with the definition. Defying Gravity, Reishi. Reishi mushroom is the Yoda of the plant world, helping you assimilate life's experiences and turn them into wisdom. The Taoists teach that Reishi can show you where your power lies, which some might call your destiny. Reishi is not some soft, clingy mushroom, but instead a strong, structured, gravity-defying shelf. She asks no less from you. How can you defy anything keeping you from finding meaning, purpose, and health? Like all the best teachers, Reishe points to the path and lets you walk it, taking your lumps and bumps along the way. She doesn't want you to rely on her strength. She wants you to find your own. But if you're willing to do the work, Reishe will help you transform from the inside out. Isn't that wonderful? And the ritual, write and burn. To find your path and step into your own power, you need to release what is no longer serving your highest good. Right? If your home or workspace is full of stuff, call on Reishe energy and move along what you no longer need. Clutter, whether material or emotional, blocks you from stepping into your true work. If stale thoughts or ways of being need to be released, try this. This totally speaks of the Eight of Air, right? Totally. Write down thoughts or emotions you want to be rid of. Don't worry about spelling or grammar or handwriting. Just write. When you feel emptied, take the paper and burn it to ash, setting the intention to fully release the thoughts and feelings that no longer serve. Sprinkle the ashes on the earth or add them to the dirt in a potted plant, where the thoughts and feelings can be further broken down and composted. I do that every new moon and full moon, just so you know. It's very cathartic. It really is. Reflection. Step into your superpower. Do you know where your power lies? What gives you strength and vitality? Oftentimes, we think our superpower is the thing that makes those around us happy or comfortable. But Reishe knows that your gift, your strength, is the thing that makes you vital and alive. To be clear, Reishe doesn't care how you make your money. Your destiny may have nothing to do with how you pay your mortgage, but it has everything to do with how you feed your soul. We know what the world wants from us. We know we must decide whether to stay small, quiet, and uncomplicated, or allow ourselves to grow as big, loud, and complex as we were made to be. Glennon Doyle Melton, Love Warrior. Isn't that gorgeous? Totally fits with that Eight of Air. Totally. What do you think? What is inspiring you intuitively? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to see discussions started in our community, in our comment section, so that we can help each other to learn and grow and be inspired by each other. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video.